This is what classrooms used to look like before technology. Students learned to read by using a chalkboard, books, paper, and pencils. Robert Reiser, 1987, quotes Thomas Edison. In 1913, Edison proclaimed, "Books will soon be obsolete in the schools. It is possible to teach every branch of human knowledge with a motion picture. Our school systems will be completely changed in the next 10 years." By 1932, the Department of Visual Instruction of the National Education Association was formed. It is now called the Association for Educational Communications and Technology. During this time, technological advances in film and slide quality, radio broadcasting, sound recording, and motion pictures with sound further expanded the movement from visual to audiovisual instruction. McCluskey, 1981. In 1958, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, so the National Defense of Education Act was passed. The federal government provided extensive funding for media research. It brought numerous new researchers into the field of educational media and technology. More than $40 million was spent on 600 programs. In 1977, the AECT presented a definition of educational technology. They said educational technology is a complex, integrated process involving people, procedures, ideas, devices, and organization for analyzing problems involved in all aspects of human learning. To teach reading, teachers would have to gather students around a tiny screen when using this computer. Now, students can learn to read from their own computers. Instead of using projectors like this one, or this one, where teachers had to load a film strip, teachers are now able to turn on their projector with a remote control to project anything from the computer screen. Gone are the days of using an overhead projector. Teachers would have to spend time copying whatever they wanted to project onto a transparency, and it always showed in black and white. This picture shows what actually happened to all the old overhead projectors. Teachers can now use document cameras to project reading manipulatives, graphic organizers, or charts. The most exciting technology is the smartboard. Bates and Hopkins 2007 explored using smartboards in the classroom. They found that the smartboard had the 4 fundamental characteristics of most effective cognitive learning. With smartboards, students have active engagement, participation in group, frequent interaction and feedback, and connections to real-world contexts. It is also highly motivating. It can be integrated in all subject areas, and it addresses all learning styles. For reading activities, students can predict, manipulate, problem solve, and use graphic organizers. Another technology tool students are using are digital voice recorders. Booth and Hickens 2007 used digital voice recorders in their classrooms and found that it was very motivational for their students to promote reading fluency. Students recorded their voices during several readings to see if they were able to read faster. Students became more confident and self-directed by using digital voice recorders. They even practiced more often, which improved reading. Dressang, 1999, published a book called Radical Change, a book for youth in a digital age. She talks about how new formats of books for children and teens are evolving over the internet. She gives examples of popular novels in verse and how authors were experimenting with narrative voice. Dressang talks about how comics are now graphic novels. Dressang attributes the popularity of graphic novels to kids' shorter attention spans. Beam in 2006 discusses how author websites are influencing reading. They are common, but some authors are going above and beyond by using new technologies and media-rich, interactive ways to reach their young audiences. An example is the author of young adolescent novel King Dork, Frank Portman. His website includes reviews, articles, blurbs, a link to his blog, entries from the glossary of King Dork, his appearance schedule, the King Dork discography, King Dork reading list, and a podcast trailer for the book. He even has a link to Amazon.com to hear his music because it is an integral part of the book. Websites help teens answer questions about the books like, what happens after the story ends? And when is the next one coming out? Teens want to know more about authors and characters. Young adolescent author and editor David Levithan thinks that emailing with the readers has revolutionized the role of the author. Another young adolescent author, Sarah Dessen, posts her live journal almost every day. Beamer 2006 suggests that librarians download playlists, read blogs and create them, and visit MySpace pages if they want to revitalize readers' advisory for teens in a digital world, especially if they want teens to take them seriously. These were just a few examples of how technology has changed reading throughout history. One day, this picture will seem ancient. I wonder what Thomas Edison would say today. He was very insightful for his time.